Motherfucking. Yes. Yes. Yo. Microphone checker, I wreck ya. Disrespecter, MCT comes quicker than your homie. When he fucking a dime, you know my MCT, and I only got lines. What the fuck you know about my flow? No looper, I do the shit live on my show. Check my method as I begin to flow. The MCT's sick, nasty like COVID-19, yo.
It's not Bunch of fucking bullshit. Shut up! I hate you so much. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Dude, I fucking hate that. Sick, nasty motherfucker. Check it. Yo. Let me hear that again. Like. Yes. How's that for a beat? Yo, a mega sample. Let me just get my pen here. Let me get my pen. One more time. What the fuck? Check it out. Yo, this beat's so sick, nasty. I rhyme quick, fasty. My thick shows, sick flows lick like Big Tasty. What the fuck? The gibberish that I spit is lickety split like quickness off this motherfucking shit. Check it out. Yo, that fucking beat is sick nasty. Woo, baby, that's good. Sorry for yelling in your ear there. Yo, I'm pretty hyphy, as usual. A little bit of liquor to get the juices flowing. A little bit of coffee to keep me perking and perky. You know what I'm saying? Things I hate 37. On the Schmishmurky. What's up? Me brethren and me sistran. Good to have you guys all here. What's up? Respect. Bird up. Okay, well, I don't know how you guys doing, you know? I'm just trying to get into it here. You know, what's been going on with me? Well, you know, I actually went on a date with this girl. Went on a couple dates with this girl. Really nice. And she's vegan, which is obviously fine and more than fine. It's great. But the stupid thing that of me is like I was like, yo, I could never cook vegan. I could never cook vegan stuff. I was talking to her, I was like, what do you want to eat? She's like, I just eat tofu. Literally just went to the store, bought tofu, and replaced it with meat in a dish that I make all the time, and it was fine. I mean, I was hungry after, but it's just crazy, you know, because I built it up in my head so much. I was like, dude, like, no way can I ever cook vegan. And then it was literally just buying tofu. I did learn, though, you definitely have to marinate the tofu because, you know, it might sound obvious, but that shit is not flavorful at all. So, what's up? Got a lot of shit on the desk today. Oh, a lot of stuff. Good. You know, it always takes me a minute to fucking kind of get in here, especially with a hyphy-ass start like that that's on a musical tip. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of, you know, fuck you. Just let me get my bearings a bit. But everyone, you know, good to be here. What's up? It's a little bit, here's a little fucking thing that we're going to do. One of my day oneers, my old manager, Big Tats, the homegirl, she knows what's up. She hates this little white tag on the microphone. Now, as the master purveyor of things that I hate, how could I ignore someone's request of a hatred that I have the power to fix? So here I am. I have my X-Acto knife, and we're going to remove this little tag RN on camera for Big Tats. Surgery. You guys are probably hearing a lot of... Oh, fuck. Probably hearing this big time, like, oh. Let's see if we can just surgery this bitch out of here. And look at that, dog. I should have been a surgeon. Should have gone to med school. Should have been a surgeon. I'm so great at everything. Things I hate 37. Hello, my mullet is looking sick. I think next weekend I'm actually going to bleach this mullet with big tats. Big tats the day oneer. And bleach it, keep it for a week bleached, and then I think we're going to dye it red. So that's going to be rad. Let's see, what do we got here today? The tofu thing, the lamp saga. I guess I could, I think I may have talked about this, actually. Yeah, let's fucking leave that. What else do we got? I like vape and weed. Of all the drugs that I've consumed, which is like, a wide sample size, maybe not a deep one. I haven't done a lot of each drug individually, but I have done a good share of the kind of smorgasbord of drugs that exist. Tobacco is the one that helps with my anxiety the most. Now, not cigarettes. Those don't make me feel good. But vapes, fuck. You smoke a bit of weed, you have a vape. God, it's the most chill I've been since I was a child. I'm scared because I kind of want to get a vape now, but vapes make you look like such an asshole. I had an old roommate. It's a cool guy. A model, sexy dude, He was stylish in that he paid a lot of attention to the clothes that he was wearing. Do I vibe with his style? No, I don't. I think he was whack. He wore shirts that were too tight. But he did pay a lot of attention to his clothes, which I found really interesting, because the other thing that he did is that he would, walk around with those big fuck off square vapes. Now, if anything makes you look like a tool, it's a big fuck off square vape. You know what I mean? You do not look like a cool guy. And I thought it was so funny for somebody so focused on fashion. He was a model, and he, like I said, he was very conscious of what he wore. He had a lot of good clothes, not everything I agree with, but he did have a lot of nice stuff. He would ignore this detail. I thought it was fascinating. But anyway, I want to get a vape. It makes you look like an asshole. It's also super unhealthy, but I feel like a piece of shit whenever I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm like, can I hit that? I feel like I'm in grade 12 or something. Can I bum a hit? I feel like a fucking asshole. So I don't want to be that guy who's like bumming a hit off shit. Speaking of being that guy, I realized recently that I was the guy who used to take my shoes off in the airplane, and just fucking vibe. I was definitely that cunt. I don't think I went bare feet, but I think I did no shoes, because you just got to let them breathe. Now, my sisters would say that my feet were fucking stinky. I feel like I would say that too. But I don't know. I feel like I took off my shoes when I was a kid, so my feet weren't as stinky. But anyway, who the fuck knows? I just saw some tweet about that, and I was like, dude, I'm definitely that guy, but in remission. So anyway. Don't touch the middle of photos. Your parents, I just called my mom. It's Mother's Day today. Happy Mother's Day. The things I hate Mother's Day special. Your parents, it was funny because my mom was like, she saw this bit on Conan of what's the best piece of advice your mom ever gave you. And she was like, dang, as parents, you give instructions to your kids your whole life, and eventually you just think they aren't listening anymore because you tell them so much, and all the kids are like, yeah, get fucked. But she was like, they really are listening. And that's true. You pick up a lot of shit from your parents. A lot of it is unconscious, obviously. And I've talked about it a lot. A lot of shit I picked up from my mom and dad, where it's like, especially my mom, she put the fear of God in me about shit. The amount of times she told me not to do something because I would break my neck is like, I don't know, astronomical. Don't jump off that thing. You'll break your neck. She would be like, if you break your neck, you will not be able to walk ever again. You wonder why I'm anxious right now, because I think everything that I do, has dire consequences. Because she was like, I don't know, Tom, if you step up that curb, you might slip and fall and break your fucking neck. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just step only where you tell me to ever, because I want to live and walk. So anyway, she would put a lot of maybe unnecessary emphasis on things, a lot of necessary emphasis on things too. But one of the things of unnecessary emphasis was she was like, don't touch the middle of photos. I was hanging out with this girl. We were going through her old photos, and I picked up an old, like a photo, an actual photo, and I subconsciously handled it carefully. But then I was like, this doesn't matter at all. This is just an object. It's fine. But thinking back to my childhood days, you know, my mom and dad would have been like, if you touch the middle of the fucking photo, it's a federal crime. They're like, don't fucking touch the middle of the photo. You better handle it like it's a, you know, a neutron bomb and you're fucking diffusing the device to arm it. And it's just like, don't touch. They would like, my mom and dad would pick up the photos like this and they'd be, you know, like, they would pick it up like you were in a lab and you had to put your arms through those glove things to manipulate toxic materials. And that's how they pick it. They'd be like,
this is us at the Grand Canyon last year. You can see Tom made a funny face and ruined the photo.
that's how they would handle the photos. And that just stuck with me. So I was hanging out with this lady. We were just looking at photos and I was subconsciously like, ah. And she was like, what are you doing? And I was just like, oh, sorry, I guess nothing logical. And then I handled them normally. But anyway, yeah, don't touch the middle of photos. She put the fucking fear of God in me. Speaking of moms, I was having a nice day the other day. It's good to be here, you know. I'm sorry, I'm still just, you know, I'm just getting used to this. You know what I mean? Like, I miss you guys. Just want to vibe. It's a little bit lonely over here. I did have a really great day the other day with my fucking, my work associates. They came over. We got high. We fucking played music, and I crushed it. And we had a good jam. One of the homies hopped on guitar. I hopped on bass. And then the other homegirl, she fucking started to sing. Oh, brother, that was a fucking time and a half, if I tell you anything. And then my other homie, he lent me his PS4. Dog, I've been gaming God of War, which is fucking sick. But, dude, it just sucks your time away. Now, it's so fucked because, like, I'll play God of War, which is so sick and so much fun. But I'll get stressed out because I'm like, this is, quote, a waste of time, you know, and I should be doing other things. But it's like, no, dog, I fucking shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I like this, so I'm just going to do it. That was like the other day, again, you know, drama in the D&D group. D&D group drama coming back. We scheduled to play D&D this Saturday. Excuse me. We scheduled this shit on, like, I don't know, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday rolls around. You know, Canada, spring's coming here. I'm looking at the weather. I'm like, dude, if Saturday's nice, I don't want to play D&D because we were scheduled to play at 11 a.m., like right in the middle of the day. So I was like, I write them. I'm like, yo, if it's nice out, I'm not going to fucking play D&D. What I really should have said is I should have just said, full stop, I don't want to play D&D at 11 a.m. But, you know, sometimes you don't get it right. Anyway, so I say this. I get a fucking sassy remarks back, passive-aggressive shit. You know, oh, you should have planned or committed or whatever. And, you know, I felt bad about this for a while. I was like, fuck, maybe I should have fucking committed or, like, I feel like a piece of shit, whatever. But then I was like, dude, I'm almost 30. I'm doing what I want to do. I didn't even get into it, but I'm, like, essentially putting on this event for them because the role I play in this group is to kind of organize and facilitate. So I'm like, I'm doing these motherfuckers a favor. So if I don't want to play this shit and I want to bail at the last minute, I'm absolutely going to do that because it's like, look, this is a fucking small thing. You know, I don't want to do this. It would cause me pain. And if it's going to cause me pain to do this shit, then I'm not going to feel indebted to people just for not giving them like an extracurricular activity. You know what I mean? Or like a fun, essentially like a charity for fun. I'm not going to put on a charity for these people just so I don't feel guilty. So I was like, yeah, whatever, like, fuck you. So I was just thinking, like, you know, with the video game thing where I feel guilty about it and the D&D thing where I feel guilty about bailing, yo, fucking do you. Do your shit. Live your life. I don't want to get too cheesy, but, like, live your own life and don't worry so much about how it affects people. As long as just make sure you're not being a cunt, which I don't think I was. But besides that, you know, I talk about this with my therapist too. You know, it's like, don't be a jerk, be polite, don't be mean, But besides that, like, don't feel so guilty about a lot of shit. I'm talking mostly to myself, but anyway. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately. You know, writing some jokes and shit, whatever. Old video games. Man, the thing is because it's like, I feel get the PS4. Okay. Yo, I want to play Call of Duty Warzone, which, if you don't know, is a battle royale video game, which means everybody is against everybody else. There's not like big teams. There's maybe like small teams. But anyway, I want to play this game. It's a free game. So, you know, I'm going to complain about a free game, you know, sue me, whatever. I know this game takes ages to download. You got to download it. So I start it during the day when I'm at work. It takes like 5 hours to download. Whatever. It's not even finished by the time I finish work. Who gives a shit? I make dinner, whatever. So I'm like, yo, I prepped this. Boom. Like, I started this at work. By the time I get all my supper and everything, it's going to be good to play. Of course, you know, wrong on my part. Naive that I should think it would be so simple. How foolish of me. Download finishes. I come here. I sit down. First thing it says is make an Activision account. Now, Activision is the company that made the game. Now, I already have a PlayStation account, which, like, you'd think that would be enough. You know what I mean? Because it's like, again, every fucking cunt these days wants you to make some fucking account. It drives me nuts. Fuck you, man. Just give me the shit for free. Fuck you. I don't want to make an account at your bullshit-ass company. Why the fuck would I want to make an account at Activision? Who, like, there's the population, the subset of the population that is so much of a fan of a game studio, you know, Activision, that they would be really into making an Activision account is fucking approaching zero. You know, like, who do you know, even among gamers? Like, I know some gamers, you know what I mean? Not that many of them are like, oh, yo, this video game studio is really sick. I don't know that many people who play video games who could also name their favorite video game studio, let alone, like, you know, 1 or 2 video game studios. So it's like, dude, nobody gives that much of a fuck about your company to make an account for it. I feel like that's so pretentious to be like, yo, we're going to make this account. Now, I know it's a free video game. I don't give a fuck, okay? Because, you know why? Because it's like, here's the promise when they give a free video game. The promise is, we're going to make something, you know, if you want to make something for free, great. The expectation should be we're going to make it for, if you're going to make it, the expectation when you make anything is that it should be good. It should be, like, enjoyable. It should be a good thing. You know what I mean? But what's the process so far? The process so far is I have to download it for 5 fucking hours. Then I have to fucking make this bullshit account with this piece of shit that I don't give a shit about. You know what I mean? So now this free sick thing is actually a pain in my ass because I have to do this account, manage another password username, motherfucking shit. Anyway, I get through the password username bullshit, but I don't even because I try to enter it on the PlayStation and I get some error that I can't, you know, my username is wrong. So I have to Google the error. The error tells me, yo, you have to fucking create the password on Activision's website and then log into the PlayStation with it. So I have to go on my computer, create the fucking thing, log back in. Now I'm in the fucking game after all that fucking bullshit. I look in the game, the menu, there's like 3 fucking options. Only one is the game that I want. Then I get into the game, and it's like, which type of game do you want to play? It's like, fuck, I don't know. Just put me in the fucking game. I get into the actual game, but in the game before the real game starts, there's like a fake game where you just like practice killing each other, but it doesn't matter. Then the real game starts, and look, now I haven't even talked about the real game. The real game is stressful as fuck because it's everybody versus everybody. So the whole time you're just sweating, like looking around you left and right. What the fuck? Where's it going from? And it's just fucking anxiety. It's like, bro, I have enough anxiety in my regular life. I don't need video game anxiety. So the real game is stressed out. You die in the real game. You get sent to the fake sub game, the gulag, right? Where it's like, if you win this game, you go back to the real game, and then you can try again. And then if you die, it's like, fuck, there's so much shit going on, bro. I just want to fucking kill some homies. You know what I mean? I don't want to download for 5 hours. I don't want to fucking make an Activision account because I don't give a fuck about your shitty Activision. I don't want to deal with the bugs in your Activision account process. I don't want to fucking choose my fucking game. I don't want to do the sub game. I just want to put me in a map where I can fucking stay in the game as long as I can and kill a bunch of motherfuckers, you know? And then, I'll die, and then I just respawn back into it. I don't want to fucking deal with all this bullshit, bro. So much fucking bullshit. A dog. It's fucking... Oh, God. Just fucking ridiculous, bro. All these things. Of course, I tell this to my homie. He's like, dog, you're old as fuck. I was like, yeah. And, I'm doing all this process, and I have my blue light glasses on because it's giving me a headache. And my TV is not big enough, so I'm sitting with my blue light glasses squinting. And I feel like an old Jewish man, just like, what? With the game and this game and that game. I can't even play the game. What's with the game? You got the game and the game. I feel like I'm 80 years old. And so anyway. But, having said that, I did really enjoy God of War. But the thing about God of War is God of War is like a fighting game where you have this guy and he's kind of going through a world and he's getting, he's fighting stuff. And God of War has... the fighting game, there's all these like different combinations of buttons you can press, which is another thing. That's already kind of one thing to learn. But then the other thing is like, bro, there's a whole customization system, and there's a lot of it's so much shit going on, and when you start the game, they explain the customization system to you via a series of small pop-ups. And one window will pop up and it'll be like, this thing does this. And then you go, okay. Next one, this thing does this. Okay. When I was a kid, that would happen in video games. I would just fucking just like button mash through it and just figure it out on my own. And in about 15 minutes, about 5 minutes, I would be a fucking pro in the game. I'd be like, yeah, you fucking blah, blah, blah. You just do all that shit. Now, bro, I took like 5 minutes reading each one of those things to be like, okay, like, wait, what the fuck does this do? What the fuck does that do? I read each one. I felt old, bro. I felt like my mom being like, hold on, go slow. Like, those words were on the tip of my tongue. Like when you help your parents with tech and you're like, dude, you just go to you go to your email and they're like, whoa, slow down, hold on. Like, what's email? What do you mean go to? What does that mean? And you're like, fuck. I felt like I was having that conversation with the video game system. Slow down. And the video game system was like, damn, nobody has ever left these pop-up windows open for as long as you have. This is the world record of these pop-up windows being open, And I was just like, what does it mean? Junior, what does that mean? And I was just like, fuck, dude, I had to go through it, and I was so confused. But now I'm getting pretty good at it. So, yeah, I guess I'm just fucking getting old, C'est la vie, man. Anyway, okay. Check it out. As I was waiting for the bus going to that movie that I was in last week or whatever. I was up early. I get to the bus station. And I'm in a good mood. I'm organized. I'm early. I'm on time. I'm going to this movie. I'm looking around. It's a sunny day out. I'm at the bus station. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm like, the world is good. My life is good. I'm doing well. The world is at peace. The world is balanced, good. And I look around. I'm vibing. I'm like, humanity has hope. Humanity is good. We're all going to be okay. And then I turn around and I see a fucking lady. A lady who needs to see the dentist is smoking a cigarette in front of her toddler. Just like, and she's like being a very sweet mother. And she's like, I love you so much or whatever. I don't know. It's in French. But she's just like, and the baby's like, come on, fuck. My lungs are the size of a fucking apple. Like, just give me a break, Mom. Come on. I'm looking at the fucking woman, just oblivious, just like, oh, jippy jippy choo, jippy jippy choo. The baby's like, oh, it's like being in World War I with mustard gas, you know. So just like, and here I am, like, oh, it's a beautiful day, beautiful day. And I looked down, I'm like, just disgusting, just fucked it up. But I don't know, what are you gonna do? Cigarettes, man. Hopefully, cigarettes will be replaced by, I was going to say vapes, but I feel like vapes are going to be just as bad as cigarettes, you know, down the line when all the fucking studies are complete and shit. So, who knows? But anyway. What do we got? We got, too many exclamation marks makes you gay. Too many exclamation marks makes you gay. Whenever I'm sending a professional email to another man, I have a homophobic trigger in my head that says, whoa, buddy. Make sure you don't put too many exclamation marks because you don't want to give him the wrong idea, which is fucking insane. You know, fucking insane. Isn't that crazy? I have a homophobic trigger that goes off that says if you use too many exclamation marks in your professional email to this other man, he will think that you're a homosexual. That's crazy. But that was a thought I had. I was like, whoa. I put like, you know, I had an exclamation mark on one sentence, and then I was going to put on another sentence, and I was like, I better not put it on two in a row. He might get the wrong idea. Can you imagine if that's how gay people flirted with each other? There was like a code for like frequency and location of exclamation marks in emails, and if you put the exclamation mark too many times or in the wrong place, like other gay dudes would be like, oh, he's gay, we can have sex. That was like in the 2000s and late 90s when there was that whole thing about having an earring on a specific ear made you gay. Could you imagine how fucking ridiculous that is? What if there was a straight dude who just liked wearing an earring on one ear, and then that some gay dude who saw it was like, he's gay, I'm gonna butt fuck him without warning. What a crazy time, man. Early 2000s, late 90s. That's what it was like. That's what it was like in the early 2000s, late 90s. It was like, if you say the wrong thing or wear the earring on the wrong ear, you're going to get butt fucked without warning from a gay man. Because that's what it meant. It was like, if you have this here, your butt is open for business. Crazy. What others we got here? Oh, and metrosexual. Remember when that was a thing? Metrosexual? I feel like that was just a word for people who had bad fashion sense. It was just a word for people who liked Ed Hardy. You're a metrosexual. It was when you had tight jeans on the legs that flared out at the bottom. You know what it was? It was a word for like men from Greece and the Middle East who like weren't religious and who wore like, you know, those fucking leather shoes that like point up at the end. You know what I mean? And like they have Ed Hardy kind of like, they just look like douchebags. I feel like metrosexual was just another word for douchebags. What a weird word. Metrosexual. How the fuck did that even exist? Crazy. I remember even like knowing as a kid back in the day that was fucking ridiculous. Metrosexual. What the fuck? Metrosexual. Metrosexual. A young, urban, heterosexual male with liberal political views, an interest in fashion, and a refined sense of taste. What a fucking dumb thing. Metrosexual is a portmanteau, which means a cultural combination of words, I believe. A portmanteau of metropolitan and heterosexual, coined in 1994. What a time. Describing a man who is especially meticulous about his grooming and appearance. Man, I should bring that back. I think I'm just going to start calling myself a metrosexual. I'm a metrosexual, dog. I fucking take a lot of care in my appearance. And then I'll show up in fucking dirty sweatpants and a 3XL tee. And I'm like, I'm a metrosexual, dog. I'll pick this t-shirt with care. What a fucking dumb thing. It's also showing pictures of dudes who are really jacked. What a stupid thing. That's crazy. I feel like metrosexual is peak homophobia. I think. I don't know. because it's like a way of saying I'm not gay. I just like fashion. You know, I'm not gay. I swear. I just like fashion. I'm a metrosexual. I'm not a homosexual. I just like fashion. Stupid. Cool. Recuffing your pants in public makes you look like an asshole. Like many of my generational peers. I use the tapered cuff. If you're unaware of what that is, then you're a fucking nerd. If you're unaware of what that is, cuffing your pants, rolling your pants up, great. I'm sure everyone knows what that is. The tapered cuff, what you do is you take your pants, you pull them, and then you take the cuff, you kind of pull it tight, and then you fold it backwards over itself, laterally, you know, parallel to your feet. You fold it backwards over yourself, and then you cuff it. And what happens is the lateral folding creates a taper. It makes the cuff of the pants, the diameter of the cuff of the pants smaller, so that it creates a taper at the bottom. It's an in fashion. It looks cool. You know, I like it. Whatever. You know, fucking sue me. I like it. I do it. The problem is maybe my technique is poor. Maybe, you know, the method itself is flawed. Whatever the reason, my cuff comes uncuffed frequently. And so, in public, for all to see, I must stop, bend over, and recuff my pants. Now, what does this say? This says to people, you know, I care about the way I look. But more than that, it says this act is completely unnecessary. This act is void of utility, right? There is no reason for me to do this besides aesthetic purposes. Right now, personally, I have a problem with this because it's, you know, when you wear clothes, a lot of the clothes that I pick carefully so that if someone were to say, Tom, you care about the way you look, I could say, no, I pick clothes based on comfort only, which is, of course, a complete lie. I care very deeply about the way that I look and how people perceive me, of course. But I like to pick clothes such that that distinction is made ambiguous, you know, such that I have plausible deniability. If someone came at me and they were like, you care about the way that you look, I could be like, are you sure about that? Look at how baggy and kind of ruffled my outfit is. As my sister described it, my style is homeless chic. You know what I mean? It's a an intentional way of looking unintentional, if you will. I think everyone follows me. Quite cultured, actually, if I do say so myself. Regardless, you know, this is the brand that I try to emulate. Now, when I bend over in public and recuff my pants, my brand, my image, my illusion is shattered because now it's very clearly obvious that I have interests of the purely aesthetic nature, which is, you know, cuffing my pants such that they appear tapered. This is a diction-rich episode. Are you kidding me? Did you hear the speech I just gave? Man, word choice, 10 on 10. How you doing? Get fucked. I hope I'm not alienating some of my more fucking stupid listeners. There's a little swing back to reality. Anyway, so yeah, cuffing your pants in public makes you look like an asshole. I don't know. I just feel like a chump when I do it. Maybe y'all can relate. I bet you girls can relate big time because I bet you there's a lot of other girl shit that goes on, you know, maybe like continually hiking down your dress. You know what I mean? If you have a short dress, I feel like maybe you kind of feel dumb if you had to do that. Or maybe like you have like a loose strapless shirt. I don't know. I'm sure girls can relate. I'm sure a lot of guys can relate too. I just think, with girls, there's a lot of fashion expectations. It's like essentially whenever you have to, it's the same thing as like when dudes wear hats and the hats are like barely on their head. Man, that requires so much effort. And it's just like, dog, yeah, like I hate that. I hate it when my outfit requires like effort or discomfort to maintain. It's the same thing like now, I've seen a lot of like what's trendy in Montreal and really what's trendy around the world in like art with like artsy kids is like you have those pants that are kind of like straight cut and then they stop at the ankle or they stop kind of like above the ankle. So the ankle is exposed. Now, you want to rock this in the summer, fucking, grip it and rip it. In the winter in Canada, shit's cold. And I don't want my ankle exposed in the winter. And yet I see tons of fucking, cool artsy kids doing this. And it's just like, dog, I know that your ankles are cold. And I know that at least part of you wishes those ankles were fucking covered because that's uncomfortable. And nobody likes to be uncomfortable. So, recuffing your pants in public is showing to the world that you're like, you're putting effort into only an aesthetic thing, which is like ridiculous because it's like you're now putting real effort into like just making sure that other people have a good impression of you, So I think that's why it makes you feel like an asshole because it's like, bro, like you shouldn't be worrying about this. But what are you gonna fucking do? So there you go, motherfucker. Check it out. Underwear is only sexy when you're wearing it. After you take it off, it's gross. I got laid recently. It was great. I was looking at the girl in her underwear. Hot. So sexy. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Takes off her underwear. Throws it on the ground. The underwear is a crumpled mess. Disgusting. It's all crumpled. It stops on her body. Sexual, hot, erotic. Off her body. Clinical. Genitals, anatomical, gross. All I can think of with the underwear off her body is just disgusting. It's just in the same way that you would not want to hold my underwear after I had, gone for a run in the summer. You'd be like, no, that's disgusting because you just had dick and ball sweat all over it. Same kind of thing. And I just was thinking about it because I was like, on Craigslist last time, there was a ton of people like, give me your underwear. I want to fucking smell your underwear. Now, you know what? Even as I say this, part of me gets it because it's like, there's that primal, when you're fucking. And then it's like, you guys are just, because like, if you were to think about sex clinically, it would be kind of nasty, like rubbing your genitals on somebody when the juice is all over. It's kind of a bit gross to think about clinically. But of course, when you're in the moment, it's like, yo, fucking mainline that shit, like you're just fucking So I guess it's the same thing with underwear. Yeah, but I guess that's the thing, for some people the dirty underwear just taps into that fucking primal. They can just get it, but not for me. It's gross. Say wallahi. Dog, if you ever think you're neurotic, you ever think have a lot of anxiety, like me, I saw a guy on a bus who pushed the stop button at the Terminus, at the last bus stop. Again, we were, I'm filming this movie. To get back home, I take a bus to the metro station. The metro station is the end of the bus line. Everybody knows this. Everybody is on the bus for the same reason. We're all going to the metro station so we can go home, so we can continue our trip to wherever. And yet some poor little fucking neurotic little guy, he just like, God, I hope I don't miss this stop. And he pushes the button. Like, bro, what do you think the bus driver should be like? Not today, fuckers, and just like keep going, Nobody pushed it. Guess that means I can just take you guys all back home. You know what I mean? We can all just chill at mine. So it was so funny because, like, I shit on this guy, but I've been in situations like that where it's like, I hope, like I was talking about the bus transfer. I got it, bro. I got my bus transfer. Let me on. He's probably thinking about the same thing. He's like, bro, I need to get off here. Just so you know, I need to get off. I don't know what everyone else is doing, but like I got to get off. And so he pushed it. He felt the need. I don't know. Anxiety, it's a crazy thing. What do we got here? Sex toy reviews. Schwan, schwan, schwan. Check it out. What the fuck? Yes, sir. I had so much fun with the fucking sex toy reviews last time that I thought we'd rip it again. You know what I'm saying? So today I literally Googled, best sex toys Reddit. And this was the first thing I found. I'm pitching this as an alternative to the Hitachi Magic Wand. If for whatever reason you're against the icon, as the website puts it. If for whatever reason you're against that, I have an alternative for you. So this is the Shibari. Dude, all these Japanese names makes me think of ancient samurai sword fabricators. Ancient katana builder-sama. And they're like, the samurai swords, they're like the katana, ching, and they hammer it and they fold the steel back on itself 1,000 times. Because every time you fold a steel, it makes it stronger. So I have been making katana for 100 years. Right? And they take off the sword. And then they fucking, they just push it against the grape, and the grape just splits apart. You know what I'm saying? I think about that, but for sex toys, Hitachi Magic Wand Shibari Mini Hero-sama, and it's like, I have been making a vibrator for 100 years. These ones give 1,000 orgasm. That probably is real. That probably happens. Anyway, Shibari Mini Halo 20X multi-speed wireless power wand massager purple. Now the first benefit I see over the Hitachi is this, unlike the industrial power drill smell that I described last time that comes with plugged in instruments, this is battery powered, wireless. And so, for all you people on the go, all you motherfuckers on the go. Wait, sorry. For all you motherfuckers on the go. Oh, I should be doing this more. This is great. What's the deal with sex toys? For all you motherfuckers on the go, this is good for you. 20 different speeds and 8 vibration patterns. Now, if you can combine a speed and a vibration pattern, wait a minute, that's 20 times 8, I think. Yeah, 20 times 8. What is that? That's 1,600. No, that's wrong. 160. Yeah, 160 different combinations of vibration patterns and speeds. 160. Wait, is that right? Yeah, that's right. That's crazy. But as I say that, if there's one thing that is incredibly unique, it is the female orgasm. Every lady is different. I would be tempted to give an analogy like women are like a control board, like a big control board with a lot of buttons and levers. A lot of buttons, like over 200 buttons and levers. And each one has a different combination, and you have to push it right just to get them to where they need to go. I would be tempted to give that analogy, but that wouldn't even be doing the specificity of women's orgasms justice. I would feel like each woman is a different control board, and that control board is constantly changing and evolving, and you cannot plan a specific route through that control board. You cannot, pre-plan an algorithm, because every time you arrive at this control board, it is changed. It has new buttons and levers. You know what I mean? So that's what the analogy I would give for a woman's orgasm. Where I was going with this, I don't even know where I was going. The 160 combinations. So anyway, these 160 I was like, maybe that's too much. 100, that seems overkill. But then you think of the complexity of the female orgasm. It's high, so a high complexity tool might be necessary, might be good. Shibari's S high strength motor in a more portable and lightweight size, USB rechargeable. It's good, universal, long lasting, whatever, anecdotal. High grade silicone massage head with bendable neck. 100% water resistant. That's good because it's going to get wet. Showers in the forecast. Okay, sorry. Frequently bought together is the clitoris suction toy. Now, I'm sure we've all seen those, if you're cool. And it's those fucking sex toys that have a little hole, and it looks like you just fucking suck the clitoris right in. That looks intense, And if you know about, basic sex ed, you'll know that the clitoris is like much more sensitive than the penis. And I can't imagine fucking putting my dick in a fucking vacuum. You know what I mean? Make all the blowjob jokes you want, but whatever. This shit seems intense, but what the fuck do I know? So anyway, okay, let's get to the reviews here. Jabrono. How about the questions? I fucking love this. Okay, here's the reviews. The title of this one, first of all, the person who posted this is called Lady Macbeth. Now, if you're familiar at all with, Shakespeare's masterpiece, Macbeth, Jesus, Shakespeare's masterpiece, Macbeth, you'll know that if anyone needs a fucking relaxation sensation, it's Lady Macbeth. Now, dude, we got a fucking theater nerd on our hand, because Lady Macbeth starts off the review by saying, "Sweet Mary, Queen of Scots," which is Lady Macbeth. That's her other title. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't fucking know. I write this in the aftermath of my Shibari Mini Halo's inaugural use. Look at the fucking vocab in this, lady. Respect. I only have cell reception now as I re-enter Earth's orbit. By the way, Mars is beautiful, you guys. Anyway, ladies, do not hesitate. I repeat in all caps. Buy this damn handheld space shuttle. You will see visions. You will dream dreams. You will believe that God is a woman. If we get enough of these into women's hands, we can overthrow the patriarchy. Just saying. Yo, dog. Fuck. I gotta hang with Lady Macbeth, dog. She seems fucking legit. This person's name is Ellie, and the title is Vibrated Me Into Next Week. Bought this as my first vibrator. Not really sure what to expect. Now I don't even know what hands are for. Sure, it never took me that long to get off by myself. Respect. And I could finish around 10 or so minutes if I really wanted to. But this. The first time I tried it, I came in less than a minute. That is much more than I can say for myself. helping out ladies. And after that, just orgasm after orgasm. Fuck. This thing gives you eyes roll into the back of your head. Nothing else matters. Spasm your socks off, orgasms, and I couldn't be happier. Fuck, I'm getting turned on. Shit. I no longer need my hands or boyfriend at this point. Say motherfucking word, taking down the patriarchy. It's just me, an independent woman who can get off whenever and wherever she wants. As long as she has her mini halo, of course. And the thing is quiet as heck. Oh, it's quiet as heck, don't you know? My roommate has no idea that while he's gaming in the next room over, I'm transcending onto new planes of existence over and over again. Buy this. If you think you might want it, buy it. If you don't think you need it, buy it anyways. Because you do, you dumb fuck. She didn't say I put that in there. You need it. Buy it and become the person you were meant to be. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some matters to attend to. Fucking A right, lady. Get that shit. I fucking love this. If this isn't feminism, I don't know what is. The next title says, I have seen Jesus with my own eyes. Why can I only rate 5 stars? Do you understand the power that this tiny little magic wand has over me now? 25 seconds. 25 seconds is all it took. Now listen, my husband is deployed and he's excited. My newest best friend. My husband is deployed and he's excited that I'm excited. But what he doesn't know is that there will never be a time in the bedroom ever again without my newest best friend. And his official name is Slayman. Slayman. Slaiman. What the fuck? I don't get it. But she says, Slayman is my new religion. I bow down to Slayman. Slayman in the shower. Slayman in the car. Slayman while I'm cooking. Slayman while I'm watching Grey's Anatomy. Then she goes, Slayman. She likes it. Oh my God. These feel better than the Hitachi Magic Wand. Do it. Ever had your eyes roll so far back in your head that you saw your brain and then God? Ever wondered what it would feel like to have leg control of a newborn cat? Ever stared at something and wondered what kind of devil magic it was imbued with to be able to do what it does? Well, for $30, you can. Yo, motherfucking Shibari, hire these bitches to fucking work in your marketing department. I don't know if they haven't fucking hired these motherfucking hoes to work in their marketing department, then I don't know what the fuck Shibari is doing. Say fucking word. These are like, I'm going to buy one, dog. I'm going to have a sex change just so I can feel what these fucking ladies are feeling. You know, God, this sounds better. When I nut, it's just like my body tenses up and then I get tired. You know, I would like to see Jesus. That would be cool. I'm agnostic now. No, sorry, I'm an atheist now, but maybe if I had a sex change and got the fucking Shibari shwa, I would fucking believe in God. You know, I don't know. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Okay. This one just says, my wife no longer needs me. This one says, I just took it out of the box and took it for a test drive. I think I found Jesus. Fuck, man. My girlfriend has finally found someone who can pleasure her. Glad it was at least me who at least introduced them to each other. This is a 2-star. Whoa. Oh, fuck. Okay, so this review started out very positive, and then it went negative. So I'll read the positive review first. This thing will mix pancakes, waffle mix, brownie mix. It does it all. I've driven door frame nails with this bad boy. Do you need a drink shaken and stirred? Drop this bad boy in for a quarter of a second and your mixed drink is ready to go. I accidentally left it running in the house when I left for work one morning, and I noticed the drink in my truck was vibrating like the scene in Jurassic Park when the T-Rex is stomping up to the Jeep. By applying this thing to the outside of your form, this will help you get air pockets out of construction-grade concrete. The local USGS station triangulated a new seismic disturbance in my rural county. After inspection to determine we were not fracking in my backyard, I had to reveal the true cause, the Shibari Mini Halo. This single device has replaced so many tools in my shop. After a recent run-in with the mailbox, I was able to use the Shibari to rough out a dent in my truck fender. With its soft silicone coating, the fender came out looking perfect. It's also waterproof. Are you in the market to build a new pier for your waterfront property? Why rent a pile-driving barge when you can tape the Shibari to new pier poles and sink them in a fraction of the time? Have you ever had to fight to drive low-voltage lighting stakes along your sidewalk? Not anymore with the Shibari, motherfucker. A quick tap on the stakes will drive a lawn stake through granite, marshalless shale, basalt, and even obsidian. Okay? Edit. It died. No fucking shit, bro. Maybe you shouldn't have been like smashing it through wood and concrete, you fucking idiot. It's a vibrator, not a fucking use-all tool. It died. It will no longer take a charge. I have reached out to the providing phone number for warranty support, but the phone just rings and rings. If I hear an update from the manufacturer, I'll be sure to update this review, but until then, expect less than a year from this thing. Until then, the reliability of the device caused me to downgrade the review to a 2-star rating. I can only assume that it was once a 5-star. But again, you fucking idiot, maybe you shouldn't have replaced all the tools in your workshop with a fucking vibrator, regardless of its seismic potential. Fucking retard. Of course, just for comedic effect. And to that extent, it succeeded in spades. Excellent review, whoever the fuck you are. Oh, thank you, Jesus, for blessing me today with this wonderful gift, which is a Spanish review. Thank you, God, for blessing me, oh good Lord, with a Spanish review. Estoy fascinada. No quiero escribir una reseña hasta darle varios usos al producto y ver qué tan bueno era. La verdad es que estoy fascinada con él. Hasta antes de usarlo yo no había experimentado nunca. Un squirt, you know what that means? Un squirt y ahora no hay ocasión que no suceda. Lo recomendado muchísimo. Muchísimo. Fucking one guess what that means. La calidad es buenísima, muy suave el tacto y el color preciso. Yeah, I have an excellent Spanish accent. Get fucked. Now let's see what this means. You know what? Fuck that. I know what it means. It means she came buckets. Okay? Fuck. Another Spanish. Lord, baby Jesus, I just want to say thank you for the wonderful gifts that you have bestowed upon me. Le compré este producto ya que yo iba a estar viajando mucho. Él dudaba seriamente de su efectividad. Pero un día deseado problemar. Le sorprendió enorme y gratuitamente el resultado. Tenía que haber tenido algo así hace años. Ahora viajo más tranquilo. Now I feel much more calm. This one's whack. Sweet baby Jesus keeps bestowing these gifts upon me with yet another Spanish review. Ya. Está buenísimo. Solo que de noche se escucha el ruido. Ya. Para mí, cantanta. Estoy mega feliz con la campana. Another Spanish one. That's enough. And we hit the bottom. Wow, that was fucking great. I had a great time. So, yeah, sex toy reviews. Looks like I'll have to build a little intro for that because we did it twice. I guess that's the fucking rule, you know, sex toy reviews. Schwiggity schwant, schwant, swing, go! Wait. Check it out now. Yes. Yo. The beat goes so hard, motherfuckers go far. Cause I rep this shit hard like I am an all-star.
fuck your shit as I beat down your face. I am the best and then I win the fucking race. If I gotta play the N64, I play it more. I love video games and yes, I fucking snore. My nose breathe loud when I go to fucking sleep. I try to go to sleep but I end up counting sheep. As I dream I get mean, mad cream. My motherfucking shit is so obscene. Mr. MCT, I break it down easily as I fuck up your whole rap style with deliciousy. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, motherfucker. Get down on it.
Shit, dog. Getting hyphy. Getting hyphy, bajifey. All right. You know what it's time for, motherfucker? It's time for jokes. All right, you little fucking sluts. Okay, what do we got here? People act like cooking is easy, then tell you there are different brands of salt. Couple variation. People act like cooking is easy, then tell you there are different brands of salt. Homely, I'm still stuck on being. People act like cooking is easy, then tell you there are different types of salt. Homie, I'm still stuck on tomatoes being a fruit. Great. I had sex with a girl on her period. We put down a towel for the mess. You could say we rolled out the red carpet. Get fucked, you know? If you have sex on your period and you put down a towel or something, you should call it rolling out the red carpet. If you ever want to feel stupid, call a flower shop on the day before Mother's Day. Condescension hits different coming from florists. You know? Here's a little. Blue light glasses are like degrees. They make you look smarter but don't really do anything. A little bit of political. I know I'm getting old because now I find video game menus overwhelming. I haven't talked about that. Uh-oh. That's not it, is it? Oh, fuck. No, I got some more. Oh, here. My parents taught me a lot, but most importantly, they taught me not to touch the middle of photos. My parents made it seem that touching the middle of photos was a federal crime. Having trouble sleeping is such bullshit. It's like I have trouble doing nothing. I hate that I have trouble sleeping. What do you struggle with? Oh, I struggle with a lack of activity. Maybe need some work. Having trouble sleeping is embarrassing. It's like, oh yeah, I struggle with not doing anything. A couple different versions. Fuck me. I don't think I have too many jokes for you today. I'm sorry, that was pretty weak. Do I have any more? No, that's it. I gotta write some more. How we doing on time? Oh, we're about to fucking... She's about to go off. Crushed it. We haven't had the death clock go off in a minute. I'll have to get some more topics for next time. But anyway, Things I Hate 37, that was a pretty wild one. I hope you guys stuck with me. I felt kind of crazy there, so I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. Anyway, Things I Hate 37. Love you tons, and I'll see you next time. Right. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.